What's going on, gamers? So we had a serious video here, but these words, are making me like, okay, hold on, did this really get said? And I need to find this out for myself. Somebody said, apparently that Sarah Bond says she has slept her way to her position at Xbox. Hold on a second. Did somebody really say this? Because I'm about to watch this video. Guys, this type of stuff, look, there's assassination of character that I take very serious. You have to understand you can't do that type of stuff. So if somebody didn't say this and you're trying to make their character look that way, you're gonna pay for that. Let's remember that this is video games, and let's not start acting like subhuman trash. So let's get into this. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, yeah, I don't. I gotta listen to this first. I do not like what I hear from people. I want to listen and see first because I've got some comments too telling me you need to check out this video. You need to do this. I'm like, what are y'all talking about, man? You know what I mean? Because I've made my videos about Sarah Bond already, and I told you she was a shark. But this right here, I have to see if this is true because this is not something I would ever say. You know what I mean? Like, no, 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 no. Okay, remember, let's keep it in the field. You know what I mean? But let's see how things go here because I like Tim Dog and I do not think that he would be that type of person. That's just off. Let's go.
Out Xboxes and he gave out all this stuff, controllers in the city at the Windows store. And then you have this, and it's like muted, and then they have this stupid canned preset interview with preset questions by this guy Tim from Mashable. He's a disgrace to journalism. Didn't ask any question. He framed himself as wanting to. It's like, yeah, whatever. Just watch that thing. That thing is the most infuriating thing I've ever seen in a long time. Sarah is completely. I don't know what the word she is. She's diabolical. That
He's
lady,
incompetent. Like people don't know this, right? So Phil was at Xbox for what 25 years before he got made head of Xbox and worked in gaming his entire time. She came over from T-Mobile 5 years ago and is somehow president of Xbox right now.
Okay, what's wrong with that? That's true, and it was a DEI hire, but so what? Everybody knows this though. She even put that up herself and has done DEI support for certain things. I mean, look at that. This is an Xbox commercial. That's DEI promotion. Okay, but Xbox was destroyed before that. But here's my thing too. Where is that saying that she slept her way there though? Obviously, that is a thing in Hollywood, and that is if you get a hire. You guys know about the parties. Come on, man. Let's not be dumb here. So we know that type of stuff happens. But if you do not have evidence, and then even then, I would rather criticize her for her position if she's not qualified and Xbox is suffering. But I'm going to tell you what my 2 cents of what I said about this before. Xbox was dead long before she showed up. Does she know what she's doing? No. She's not fit for the job. She's not qualified. It's not her world. Just like those guys over at Microsoft with the suits. It's not their world. They're suits. They're Microsoft sharks. They're Microsoft profit crunchers. They're number crunchers. They care about profit. It is not a video game company. It is a software, Microsoft spreadsheet, Excel, Word, you know what I mean? All those sorts of things. This ain't no gaming company, man. They just made a gaming section, and it did have that gaming quality back then. There was that there. But the stuff you see now, like I said, man, it is a sinking ship, and somebody's been placed in a sinking position. And you gotta wake up for that stuff. Everybody knows Xbox is done. The Halo T-shirt was the last straw that broke the camel's back. There's nothing she can do about that, and it's an impossible game to turn around. So if they're just saying that she's a hire and she's not a gamer, and some of the stuff she does is diabolical, like telling people this is an Xbox, man, it is wrong. You're brainwashing people, and you're not a gamer. 100%, of course. Now, if people want to get into identity politics, once again, that is a personal problem that you have for yourself, literally, because I don't give a damn about that. This is about, are you qualified to help gaming or not? All that other stuff, that is your own issue. And that is a thing that comes in and people come in and defend it. I have to tell you, once again, are you your pigment? Are you that body? Because that's temporary. Are you that spirit that the creator made? Is it? Are you only skin deep? Are you the book cover? Are you that shallow? Were you only defined by the way you appear on the book cover and not a deep person at all? Because this type of stuff to me just shows me how shallow you are. And once again, that's what that is. It's shallow identity behavior. And if you're defending this because of that, then it means you are a moron while gaming is being destroyed and shit on in front of you. It's stupid. There's no point to defend it. And just because Sarah Bond is getting in front of you in identity and you want to make it seem like some miracle's going to happen, you are delusional. Because it's right in front of you. There's no way. It's worse than ever. And she can't do anything to help gaming. She's not a gamer. Okay? Now, if somebody said that she actually slept her way into the position, you're kind of going to her character and trying to make her look like basically a whore online. That's wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't say that live like that. You know what I mean? That's not what this is about. Because I'm like, hold on, man. We need to be talking about video games and what are you doing for the video game job? And you should be criticized for your video game position in a video game world. That type of stuff, like, and that type of stuff to me needs to be worded carefully too, because it's like, yeah, man, here we go with this type of stuff again. That's why I'm stepping in, because I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean? I haven't heard that yet, so let's keep going.
Right? Like, I mean,
It's
she's not a game.
somehow.
Yeah, well, this is Mooch's channel. I'm not going to cause controversy on his channel, but you know, again, like, she's not a gamer.
No,
she doesn't know anything. Like, it's true, Mooch. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I feel the way I feel about it, but she doesn't. She doesn't know what she's doing.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
No, of course
she's
not.
inadequate for the job.
But do you think anyone in Xbox does, though? Do you think Phil
That's what
Spencer?
I was just gonna say.
No, Xbox is lost. Guys, Michael Pachter has been saying this. Everybody's saying this. You're delusional. You don't know what you're doing. You're lost. Everybody knows this, man. The only people that are still coping are those same people that do the same thing. And I'm just saying, it's pretty obvious. The same losers over and over again, man. It gets boring. It's like this broken record that keeps trying to regurgitate the same garbage over and over again. Overstating words are not true. It's like, let's be honest here. Once again, that is a you problem and nobody else. It is so obvious now that it is now sickening. Like I said, you need to get mentally checked up on.
Yeah,
because Phil Spencer, before when he was head of Xbox Studios, he actually oversaw like the worst run of games they've had, like post Xbox.
Yeah, he was given an impossible job too, and he did say dumb stuff, like single player games don't matter. I remember when he said that. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? And there's some things he just doesn't know. You know what I mean? But he's more of a gamer than all of them, at least. But there's some times that he's made some dumb mistakes for sure. He's a likable guy, sure, and he has those sweet words, but we all know sometimes he can be the devil for Microsoft, right? Yeah, for sure. So let's keep going.
Scapegoat. So I was going to say, to me, I don't know how he still has a job because
he's much better than
that's what I just said.
Okay, let me just explain.
Based on what though?
Well, he does understand.
He understands gaming somewhat, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Listen,
I don't know about that, dude. I think everything I've ever seen him like champion has either turned out terrible or been cancelled. Like, I don't know.
So this guy comes on here and saying he didn't suggest she slept her way to the top. Yeah, I'm sorry, Astro, but that's scumbag stuff, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, that makes people come in and be like, hold on, man. And then it could get you so serious where it may go to court levels. Like, we have to be more careful about this. I liked Astro's page, and I farmed a lot of shit out of him back in the days. I know he likes me, but I'm just saying, you know, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got nothing against you. I know y'all guys got your little clique. Same thing with Alex and, you know, all that stuff going. Yeah, there's some stuff we never agree with. There's some stuff you're not going to like that I say. There's gonna be stuff that they're gonna say that I don't like, but there's still some level of respect where it's like, no, I'm not gonna attack him. Because you guys got your own beef with so much stuff in that world that it's like you guys can do that all on yourself. And like I said, there's still some level of respect there. And I know you guys don't like what I'm doing. You don't like my Porter Rock team up, but man, I like Porter Rock, man. You know what I mean? I'm talking about human to human. I like Porter Rock for a reason. Video game drama, come on, let's just think about it. This is a video game drama. We don't have to take this so personal to where you see somebody as your enemy over some video game differences when the corporation is the one that's dumping on you. They're the one killing everything. I ain't doing that. I ain't jacking up the price of Game Pass. I ain't lying to you. They're doing all of that dehumanizing. They put on the PlayStation. That's what I'm saying. They did that in front of you. You cannot be mad at content creators unless you guys just want to beef and, you know, man, you know, we're just beefing, you know, we're having a good time. That's like, okay. But this type of stuff to me, it's like, man, come on, man. Like, it's serious because it's like that's somebody's character that's up online a certain way. And if they didn't say that, you know, we got to be very careful with this, man. Let's keep going, though.
Let me explain something to you, okay? Satya from 2013, 2014 wanted to spin off Xbox, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Phil sold him in 2014 and then sold him again in 2017. And then now she's selling him in 2025. Well, he sold him in 2020 with Xbox. At every turn, they wanted Xbox gone. So Phil is known as a great PR guy. He is a gamer, 100%, and he does
Yeah,
understand a lot about gaming.
yeah.
It's just
I
that
think he's just like the used
after
car salesman, basically. To me, that's how
He
he
is
is.
at this point,
he
yeah.
is. Well, gotcha. On something after
That's the thing. Phil Spencer's the guy. Like, you guys got to think about this. All right, I'm going to make it very clear for you. Don Matrick messed up so bad they needed somebody like Phil Spencer to come in and seriously damage control and talk to people. He's the guy that could have went out in the media consistently giving you those words and giving you these things. And he probably did want to help in a lot of ways. I think emotionally Phil Spencer does care. Look, man, I've got some dream images before. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to tell you that from my own personal dream experience, Phil Spencer does care about Xbox in that way. Just personal stuff, guys, all right? That's all I was saying. I think you guys kind of get the point. But there are some times where it's like, remember who he works for. Remember his position. And yeah, he's made those mistakes 100%. He said some dumb things. He's made some mistakes. It's like, man, but it was already off the damn rail. So they needed somebody that is very good with words, that can do all those interviews, that can be a likable character, that can put on that gamer t-shirt, that can be a cool American guy and push for that power and that military shooter dog focus. Everybody knows it's the American thing, you know what I mean? Because that was the America aspect, and Phil Spencer was the guy to do that, and he did his job for that. Now, as far as like beating PlayStation, I'm sorry, he would have never. He's not the guy that. I don't think anybody could, because same thing with trying to beat Nintendo, because it's just you're not going to beat them. But what you could have done is made way better decisions. Microsoft's problem was their damn choices. You guys know what I'm talking about. They had opportunities. I didn't need you to pass up the sales to PlayStation, but you could have been in much better positions. You know what I mean? All the stuff you're seeing now, then lying to people, this and Xbox brainwashing. Man, come on, man. Let's be real here. Get away from identity politics. Wake up from that crap. See the truth here. And really realize, are you being treated like you should as a gamer? No, man. They're dumping all over you and lying to you and brainwashing you and then cucking out and saying goodbye. Basically, AI. At that point, I don't know what else to tell you. And if you want to be a diehard fan and sync with the ship like Kid Smooth is doing, hey, man, go ahead. You know what I mean? And I like that guy because he's just honest and speaks his feelings. I wouldn't go to him to be the biggest genius in the world and be like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's like, I like Kid Smooth. And the reason why I'm even still sub to him is because he has an honest heart. And he's just honest about how he feels. And hey, man, I respect that humbleness he has too. So that's why I like him and certain content creators still in the Xbox community. So I never had a problem with content creators specifically in the Xbox community. I have a problem with Microsoft's garbage and people coming to defend it and attacking me over it. And everybody knows this. That's why people really don't even come out to me because like, no. We know AGN was real. Like, we know AGN really wanted to help. And we know he's pissed off. And we know how he is when he gets cracked. Puerto Rico's like, man, you're cracked, man. Go on vacation. Shit, man. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pissed off at Microsoft. But as I told people, I'm fine. It's no problem. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate any of the people that I roasted either. You know what I mean? But I'm just not going to deal with disrespect. I have my pride, and everybody knows that. So I'm not going to be fake with you about that type of stuff. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm happy and I'm glad that Xbox is dying like this. No, man. I'm not, and stop calling me Dreamcast guy. You know what I mean? I like Dreamcast guy. He's a funny guy. People watch him because it's funny and there's some entertainment to that. It's just like DSP. But I'm not sitting here saying Xbox is dead because I'm like, oh yeah, man, I can't wait to get to. No, man. And sometimes my algorithm got messed up a bit. So I use that sometimes to a certain extent, but I really am genuine about it. Yes. See, I'm not fake. I'll tell you guys for sure, because my algorithm is being messed with a bit. And I feel like there's some unfair treatment with this freezing. Everybody knows it, man. There's some weird stuff going on YouTube. Then, I say some of my political statements and I see people get into things. I'm like, look, there we go again. Look, it's freedom of speech on YouTube. You are allowed to say what you want from your standpoint, and I am allowed to say what I want from my standpoint. I respect your free will of choice. You respect my free will of choice. And if there's a problem, come talk to me like a man about it. But all this getting in your feelings over a Puppet Master game, the eagle only has 2 wings, and somebody's flying it. Stop being divided and conquered by the Puppet Master. Stop being a sheep about that. I'm telling you guys, because that's what politics is. It's going to spin you around. It's not progress, it's Congress. And it is important, of course, but just understand what it is. Understand game show hosting. Understand the cat and mouse game. Understand the hokey pokey here and hokey pokey that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, understand it. and do not let it make you be divided against the people that you actually are talking to. You ain't talking to them. They don't give a damn about you. It's a cold mouthpiece at that point. So, yeah, man, that's my thing. So let's continue here, but I mean, I'm not seeing that being stated. That's why I'm serious about this. So
Listen, if I look back and I'm honest, after the whole thing in 2013, that was the real death blow. It would have been very hard.
It's an impossible job.
Now, but you got to realize they didn't have a good game, and that is because a lot what Phil harbored. So he is totally complicit. But why I say Sarah is completely lost is because
she is.
The things that she says and the things that she does.
But Tim Dog is not lying, literally. She is lost. But what are you going to do? That's what I'm saying. I guarantee if I put one of you right there, you'd be surprised. It ain't like watching, sitting in the room saying, well, I'm going to know what to do. Yeah, keep on thinking that. When you got those dudes from the suits up there on you and, nah, man, you're going to do what they say. You're media trained. I'm trying to tell you. You think that they have the power to just run around and do whatever they want. It's not like that. It's not what you think. You are sitting in a desensitized position watching, but you do not know what that means to be in that position. You do not know what happened behind the scenes to get in that position. Oh yeah, you got to make some type of deal. You got to make some type of compromise. Am I going to say what it is? No. We're not doing that over here. You see what I'm saying? Because to me, the important thing is whatever happened, were you qualified and did you help? Or did you get an impossible job by realizing what happened in the past and realizing even Phil Spencer before you had an impossible job? Don Mattrick was the guy you need to worry about. Like I said, ever since then, man, that shit's impossible. You don't understand how hard that is. Even the stuff that happened with Jim Ryan, look at what that did just for that. And that's nowhere near as bad. It is not easy to deal with that crazy train. I'm telling you. So when you just see all this, after the point, you just go, man, what else do you want me to really do? What else is really left? She ain't no savior. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a realistic thing to look at neutrally without disrespecting somebody's character and just say, dude, that's what I said in my other videos, don't attack, because what's the point? But I mean, like in that manner, the wrong way. Understand the game. Understand what came before them and what came before that, and then see how you got all the way to this point now. And then you're going to realize that nobody couldn't have even done a better job than Phil Spencer. It's not easy, I'm telling you, what you think. Definitely when you have the suits overriding you. And Nintendo, it doesn't work that way because they're actually a family in a video game company. It's not like that, where some suit is going to come override and make the company soulless and money crunch. Man, they're not going to do that. Even at Sony, they don't even operate like that. You see what I'm saying? So we got to understand, man, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo are not the same, and you have to look at them differently. You can't compare them like that. Like it's hard to do that 100%. I'm telling you guys. We have to realize this. We have to deal with this independently. That's what I said. Stop using other people as fodder to damage control another platform. See them as they are individually and deal with them individually. And you would do a much better job if you do that.
Are completely tone deaf and don't make any sense.
I keep seeing her say, play your library, play your whole library on the ROG X Ally.
No.
Yeah, it's a flat out lie. Yeah, they flat out lie.
Yeah.
She's not
She doesn't get it
for the job.
She's not.
Okay, I don't know how to tell you otherwise.
No, I'm not even denying that. I thought the same thing.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing. Like Phil should be gone too. I get that, and I
exactly.
But I'll say this.
Yeah, 100%.
He tried to turn around Xbox originally. He did. Like he was like, well, we got this weak ass system. Let's put out a more powerful Xbox One X and Xbox One S. Let's right those wrongs, and he did. And he came up with Game Pass out of necessity, really, because you needed a service to kind of save Xbox, and he did that. The problem was they weren't getting any money for to put out games and anything. They were like putting out like Dollar General store games, like Crackdown 3 and listen, it's like you look at Sea of Thieves at launch, and it was skeletons and snakes on some beaches. Like me and Booch are playing snakes, and we're like, wow.
This is what I was going to say about Phil Spencer.
That's the thing too, because you guys know they threw away so much to Sony during that E3 that Phil Spencer is not this guy, along with everyone else. That's why they had to buy stuff that can build an in-house with Microsoft and Xbox teams and grow internally and beat people and keep growing. They can't do that from the insides because Microsoft doesn't have a soul. When Nintendo keeps on branching out more in-house and they're coming from their being, giving you and dominating exclusive from their insides, creating and putting it out in the world. Microsoft had to hit buy buttons to get pre-established things because they can't build and give things life and make it grow, because there is no light over there like that. It is soulless AI world. So you're kind of seeing that if you join a soulless AI world, yeah, your deals are going to be screwed. So it's not, you're not going to be happy in that world. None of them are happy, I promise you. They're all miserable with a bunch of money. And they don't know what they're doing. Of course not. They're lost. They don't have any light to guide them. There's not light in Microsoft like that. It's sad to say. I mean, Nutella has light, but it's not for gaming. You know what I mean? He's a teamwork guy, synergy guy, but it's like, no. It's not for that. It's for profit and numbers and the matrix and the AI. But it's not for gaming. Microsoft's not a gaming company. They never were. Sony's multi-conglomerate that grew into a gaming company more over time. Nintendo's 100% gaming. Sega was gaming. They're gaming by heart and soul. And you know what I mean? That fits that land of the rising sun. But it does not fit Microsoft. Everybody knows this. And as much as we wanted that American identity that we had, it didn't last very long, and it sucks that it didn't. And of course, nobody liked it. I like the crap gamer never gave up. He's that war dog. It's like, no, man, I want my American brand and identity. And I get it, man. Like I told you, this is an identity crisis, y'all. And when you have identity crisis, you end up having the wrong type of people in positions. The ship starts sinking. People are lost. They don't know what they're doing because you have no exclusive identity. You're just trying to find one. Or you go on some other platform to have identity, and you're over there because they have their identity. And if not, you're going to attack their identity. And this is the thing that I'm saying. You lost your identity. And it's over. So now you got to go to PC and try to make something else. And do you see what I mean? They don't have an identity. So try to say this is everything is an Xbox. See, that's an identity crisis. It is. And you're trying to confuse people that already know the identity of what you're trying to change into something that is not, because you are lost. You see, it's a lost identity crisis. It's a serious thing, man. And people have to wake up from that, man. And that's why we got to put the truth out here now, because all this stuff is getting so ridiculous. Like, I got to step in. You know what I mean? Because it's like, we can do better than this.
I think Phil Spencer, like, fundamentally doesn't know good games. Like, you know, some people have an eye for quality, right? So when you're procuring deals on indie games or AAA or whatever, which games to, you know, spend your 50 million, 100 million for timed exclusivity and all the rest. I think fundamentally he just has a bad eye for quality, because,
like, factually,
Crackdown 3.
Phil Spencer is not the best guy for eyeing the best games. I mean, he's got some cool stuff from Japan, but you're talking about having an eye. Oh, Sony money has so many good games consistently. The Japanese got the eye. You know what I mean? Sean Layden had eyes. You know what I mean? Andrew House, Shuhei Yoshida, they can see Nintendo, the way they do things. They understand their base. They will never destroy their base, and they're going to stay loyal to them because they understand and can see. Everything Microsoft has done is shown that they're blind. You know what I mean? They don't know what they're doing. They don't understand gamers. Everybody knows this.
He turned down Genshin Impact. It could have been exclusive.
Genshin Impact, yeah.
Yeah. He also he didn't like Witcher. He didn't like Witcher 3, which I heard from a very good source on that.
As well.
Yeah. Like he like didn't like the scene where Witcher's in the bathtub or whatever.
And I remember like him saying he spent a lot of time. This is pre-release, right? He loved playing Crackdown 3, and another game he said was Sea of Thieves. He also said on Xbox Era's podcast, like, the game he's most excited for that's been in the back burner was Everwild, and obviously that was cancelled. Yeah. And I just think this is the thing, like, when Phil Spencer says he's playing something and really enjoying it, and I know this sounds really bad, but most times out of 10, I'm just like, it's probably going to be a shit game. Or have some,
Wait, crap.
Yeah.
We never found out.
That game.
No, that's right, man. That game went through development hell. It's like, oh my god, how many developers you guys gonna go through, man? Like, it's just like they don't know what they're doing. Like, they don't have any original developers for any of their series. Where's the Gears developers at? Fortnite. Where's Bungie? Dead. The only thing they got is Forza devs. But the original other Forza devs, they got X. All the original teams, like Peter Moore for Fable, they're all gone. They're just finding other developers to throw their thing with. They don't have an identity with the original organic teams. They're all gone. It's like they lost, like that time they lost the Call of Duty rights to PlayStation. Ever since then, it's been selling more on there. Call of Duty can't even sell on Xbox like it could anymore. So they have lost anything that you think they built, and they had to mass buy on Call of Duty and Bethesda to even stay relevant. And they were pre-established, but look at what happened to them. Look at all those people leaving. Look at how that tanked down. Anything that goes with Microsoft, it's like selling your soul to the devil. It gets worse over time. Everything just dies and gets sacrificed and then fed to the AI. It's the truth. So hate to tell you it, man, but you know, might as well say it now. There's no soul over there, guys, and there never will be one. It is literally that, and that is it. So let me know what you guys think about this. Like I said, I went to the end of some of this earlier, and none of that stuff was said. So that's why I was here, because I was like, really, man? Did Tim Dog really say that? You know what I mean? And he didn't. Like I said, I like Tim Dog. We've been DMing. I've been talking to him. I'm not fake with you guys. Ain't nothing to hide over here. Like I said, I'm not the guy that wants to say, yes, let's just smash Xbox. No, Microsoft did that. What do I need to do that for? So let me know what you guys think about this, all right? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.